Hey guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Diffused Animal and I am back. I know I've been away for a while and I apologise for that, but now I'm back with a vengeance and I'm ready to cause havoc in this new season, Blood Orchid. There's a couple of reasons why I haven't been uploading content recently. The main one being is that my ESL team Diffused split up and it kind of left me in no man's land and not really knowing what to do for content. So after a month of milling around and sulking, I've picked myself up, and with the new season I'm now motivated and dedicated to creating the best content I can possibly give to you guys. Looking forward then and giving you an insight onto what you can expect over the next month or so, I am planning on replacing the 5-man strat series with a short strat version. This will basically be a 1 to 2 man strat for various OBJs on different maps and showcasing a variety of different operators. This will hopefully give you guys who play alone or with a couple of friends something to try out, and if you do have a 5-man team then you can still build off those 2-man strats. Another change is that these will now be on secure area as well as bomb. Because since I'm not training for ESL anymore, I see no reason for limiting myself to just bomb only, and hopefully this will appeal to more of you guys too. Furthermore, if there is a specific OBJ or operator that you would like me to cover, please let me know in the comments below. The other thing I want to include is what this video is, and that's a couple of tips and tricks videos to help you guys improve your overall gameplay. This one is on how to improve your aim, so thank you to you guys who have stuck around. I look forward to building this channel and community, and let's get the fuck on with it. So the first step to help making your aim better is crosshair placement. You need to get into the habit of keeping your crosshair at head height for the majority of the round. This includes when moving around, peeking corners and holding angles. What a lot of people tend to do, especially when moving, is look towards the floor. If you can get into the habit of having your crosshair at head height the majority of the time, this will increase your chance of getting those all-important headshots. It will also improve your reaction time, or at least the time it takes to fire the first bullet, as you won't have to waste time moving your crosshair from the floor up. The second step comes into play when holding angles. Now this will apply mainly when defending and can give a huge advantage or disadvantage if done incorrectly. Now imagine you want to hold an angle on this south door. What a lot of people do is just stare at the whole door from any point in the room. This could work, but by positioning yourself behind cover and creating a small angle with the opposite side of the door, you are exposing far less of yourself and increase your chances of winning the gunfight. So you want to have the cover on your left if the enemy is coming from your right, and then switch to have the cover on your right if he is coming from the left. You also want to be a fair distance back from the cover, as the closer you are, the more of your shoulder you will expose. Now this works on any kind of solid cover, not just doorways. As long as you have the opposite cover, you can create this angle. Tip number 3 is terrorist hunt. All the pros say terrorist hunt is the best way to warm up and practice your aim. The best thing to do is to head into your settings and turn house only on, as well as terrorist hunt classic, and play on hard difficulty. The reason for all this is because house is a small map, which means you can encounter more enemies in closer proximity, therefore making you adjust your aim more frequently. The best thing to do also is always spawn at the same point and enter the building from the same place. This applies to PvP gameplay too, and the reason behind it is that by doing this you familiarise yourself with the same angles and where you are most likely to encounter an enemy. So when playing TH, remember you want to be focusing on keeping your crosshair placement at head height. If you look at the kill feed, you will see a string of kills all from headshots, because I have trained myself to do this. Now, the next one I know a lot of you are going to hate me for, and I've only just started doing it myself, and that is drop shotting. Yes, I know it seems like a dickhead thing to do, but I must admit it can help in some situations. Just don't be a dumb fuck and do it every time you go around a corner. At the end of the day, if you can't beat a drop shotter, join them. This clip shows you another example of holding an angle. Notice I saw him flash through the gap and had my crosshair ready at head height. Tip number 5 for making your aim better is attachments. Now, I have always said that all attachments and sights are personal preference and can vary between different guns, so the best thing to do is trial and error. That being said, in my opinion, there are a few things you can try to help improve your aim. Staying away from ACOGs may help you to control recoil, along with a compensator and vertical grip. Ignore what the indicator says in the bottom right because it doesn't compare between different muzzle attachments. I always add a laser to attackers and shotguns because if conventional aiming doesn't work, then the laser will reduce the hipfire bullet spread when you spray and pray. The 6th tip is sensitivity. Now again, this is personal preference, so go into a terrorist hunt and try different levels. I play with a pretty low sensitivity, and if your aim isn't great, then I would probably recommend you start low. Once you feel comfortable, you can then increase it slowly over time. I recommend that when increasing sensitivity, just up it by 1 notch every time you play. That way, you won't notice as much difference compared to if you raise it by 5 or 10 all in one go. The general rule of thumb is that you have your vertical sensitivity lower than your horizontal. Again, it's personal preference, but I run it around half or just over half. The final tip for this video relates to console players only, and that is to purchase some thumbstick extensions. You can acquire these cheaply off eBay or Amazon, and what they allow you to do is have a lot more control over making small adjustments when aiming. This is particularly useful when holding angles. They also allow you to up your sensitivity without really noticing it at the lower end. So much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.